What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's RFG. I'm back at it today, and I'm here to go over a subject that is very important. All right. Now, my last video, I was breaking down the situation that took place with Kevin Samuels. All right, and how I believe he was assassinated. There were women saying that Kevin Samuels died because he disrespected what's called the divine feminine. All right. There's women out there saying that Kevin Samuels died because he disrespected the divine feminine. Well, I believe that's all the way wrong, like on all aspects, because there's a difference between being disrespectful and tough love. There's a difference between being disrespectful and tough love. All right. All right. Now, when you say that Kevin Samuels was taken out by the so-called divine feminine, what these women are referring to is nature and the cosmos, right? These women are referring to nature and the cosmos, all right? So that these women are saying anyone who disrespects the divine feminine is going to be cursed. All right. Now, I'm not denying the fact that someone who disrespects the cosmos and nature will be cursed, but I'm going to break down some information that will be life changing for many. So just listen up, all right, and pay attention very carefully to what's stated. Now, we live, all of us live in a universe. All of us live in a universe, all right? The 3D, the third dimensional universe, all right? Outside of our universe, we have billions and billions of other universes. All right? Now, most of these universes are nothing but holograms, just like the third dimension. Okay? Now, when you talk about the divine feminine, the universe, the cosmos, and nature on earth, all right? You're basically referring to a parasitic realm. Nature and the cosmos, the universal cosmos that we see in this physical 3D universe, it is nothing but a fucking hologram. It's a fucking illusion, all right? And it is a parasitic realm. No matter where you go in the 3D universe, you're going to have to consume other life forms. You're going to have to eat other life forms. You're going to have to expel waste from your body. You see? And you're going to have to fight off infection and bacteria and microorganisms and other larger organisms from eating you. That's right. When you look at the Earth, you look at other planets in the solar system, you look at other star systems in the galaxy, you look at other galaxies, there are an abundance of different creatures, all right, that are trying to survive in the third dimension by consuming energy from other life forms, which makes the third dimension a parasitic realm. All right. So another thing I'm going to say is this realm that exists outside of the universes, this realm is the realm of pure dark matter and the realm of pure ether energy. All right. That is known as the macroverse. That's known as the macroverse, where you can literally see all of the universe bubbles. Okay. And you can literally think your own universe into existence. That's the realm of pure ether energy. That's the realm of pure dark matter. Now, when you are in the macroverse, gender does not exist. Let me repeat this. The true godly realm, the true godly realm is the realm of the macroverse, the realm that exists outside of this third dimensional hologram. When you get to the macroverse, right, that's the realm of pure dark matter and the realm of pure ether energy. That is the real so-called heaven. And I'm going to tell all you feminists out there, the realm of pure dark matter and the realm of ether energy is gender neutral. It is gender neutral. It is androgynous. The macroverse that birthed all of the holographic universes into existence. The macroverse that birthed most of these holographic universes into existence. The macroverse is not male and it's not female. It is gender neutral. It is androgynous. All the feminists out there, gender doesn't exist until you get to the fifth dimension. Gender, male and female, does not exist until you drop from seventh density to fifth density. Gender does not exist, all right, until you drop from the seventh dimension to the fifth dimension. All right? You guys got to grasp this information because, you know, we have been bamboozled, folks. We have been bamboozled. Even in the spiritual community and in the conscious community, we are all told to worship and pay homage to the physical universe. Worship and pay homage to the physical universe. Worship and pay homage to nature. But I'm going to show you exactly what the physical universe and nature is. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. All right? I'm going to show you. So, the first beings that incarnated in this third dimensional universe, all right? The first titans that got physical bodies, they were female. They were asexual female. The first titans that got physical bodies in the third dimension, they were asexual females known as Amazon goddesses. All right. They were located on the earth. They were located on the earth. Yeah, on the earth and Venus. Right. They were located in different star systems. All right. And these were the first I won't say creatures, but I'll say humans, human-like beings. So when humanity fell to a titan, a physical titan type form, right? Because when we were in the cosmos, we were forces of nature. But when we kept falling in density, you see, we got these physical carbon bodies. And when the titans first received their physical carbon body, the sex that they all took up was asexual female. All right, they were asexual females. They were Amazon goddesses. And if you don't believe in Amazon goddesses, just go research the Dahomey tribe. Just go research the Dahomey tribe. Dahomey. All right, those are the direct descendants of the Amazon goddesses. All right? All right? Now, when you look at the female chromosomes, okay, females have XX, all right? A male has XY. A male has XY. All right. Now, the Y chromosome does not look like a Y. The Y chromosome does not look like a Y. The Y chromosome is just simply smaller. It's smaller than, it looks like an X, but it's smaller than the basic X chromosome. All right. So women have two X chromosomes and men have a XY. Now, folks, the basic human chromosome is the female X chromosome. Now, why is this? This is because the male sex needs the X chromosome from the woman, and the male sex needs the Y chromosome from his father. But when we look at the women do not need a Y chromosome. The women do not need a Y chromosome, but the male does need a X chromosome from a woman, but the woman does not need a Y chromosome from the father. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So when we look at it from this aspect, all right, women are the basic humans. All right, they're the original basic humans. All right, they have two X chromosomes. They don't need a Y, but the male needs an X from a female. See, to be birthed the male, you need to get an X from your mother, and then you need the Y from the father. The female has an X from the mother and an X from the father. Now, the X that comes from the father, this comes from the father's mother. This X, folks, listen. This X chromosome that is inside of men, it comes from our mother. All right. So if we have a daughter, our daughter is going to have an X chromosome from their mother, and our daughter is going to have an X chromosome from our mother. If we have a daughter, our daughter is going to have an X chromosome from its mother, and our daughter is going to have an X chromosome from our mother. You see, that's what I needed to say. The woman does not need the X chromosome from the man because the X chromosome does not belong to the man. The man got the X chromosome from his mother. Folks, wake up. Folks, wake up. This proves that the male sex is not the original sex on the earth. All right? So I'm gonna repeat this again. Stay with me. The man has a X chromosome that he has to get from his mother. All right? The man has to have a Y from his father. All right? All right? To make him a man. Now, the woman, of course, needs an X from the mother and an X from the father. But this is the nail in the coffin. The X chromosome that's inside of the male, it does not belong to the male because the male got this X chromosome from his mother. He got this X chromosome only from his mother. And the male can only pass his X chromosome to his daughter. Men, folks, listen up. Men can only pass their X chromosome to their daughter, and they can only pass their Y chromosome to their son. The mother can passes X's to her sons and her daughters. The woman passes X's to the daughters and the sons. All right. So what I'm getting at is the male child needs a X from the mother, but the female child does not need a Y. The female child does not need a Y, you see, but the male needs the X and the Y. All right, this is because men are basically masculine women. Men are basically masculine women. If you really want to get technical on a genetic level. All right? So once again, I'm going to break this down. The X chromosome that we fathers give our daughters, this X chromosome belongs to our mother. This X chromosome does not belong to the man. It belongs to the man's mother. See? So if we men have a daughter, our daughter is going to have an X from their mother, and then they're going to have an X from our mother, because the X chromosome in our body comes from our mother. See, our daughter does not need a Y. Our daughter does not need a Y. If we have a son, the son is going to need a Y from the father and an X from the mother. That's the only way. All right. A male can be born. A male human can be born. This dynamic here proves that males are not the original sex. All right. So I need to make that very clear. So with the man, you have XY, and then with the woman, you have XX. Now look at this, XX, XX. Now, isn't there a saying? There's a saying called double crossed. There's a saying, all right, when somebody fools you or deceives you, or somebody turns their back on you, all right, somebody sets you up, somebody frames you, you call that double crossed, right? You call that double cross. So when you look at the human chromosomes, they look like X's, which are crosses, right? So in order for a human to be birthed into this third dimension with a physical body, you have to have two chromosomes, right? Where your DNA is arranged in fucking X's. See, the goddamn double cross of the Saturn Moon matrix, the double cross of the matrix illusion, which is this material realm, all right, which is the real hellish realm. We were birthed into hell. Folks, the physical universe and nature is not heaven. The physical universe and earth is not a heaven. The third dimensional earth is not a heaven. It is the opposite. It is a hell. All right. And when we were birthed into this third dimensional paradigm, all right, that was Yaldabaoth. That was Yaldabaoth double crossing our souls. That was Yaldabaoth, which is the demiurge, deceiving our soul to get us to incarnate into this third dimension. And when we incarnated, all right, through our parents, we were given two X chromosomes, which symbolizes Yaldabaoth double crossing us, double crossing our souls. All right, that's our souls being double crossed, being fooled, being bamboozled, and being deceived into taking up a physical body in this third dimensional realm. All right, and this third dimensional realm is hell. All right, all right, all right. Now it's over with. It's over with, because let me break this down. Women were the first deities. All right, the female sex were the first deities to be deceived by Yaldabaoth. I'm going to repeat myself. Folks, listen very carefully, because this shit it's not going to get deeper than this. The female sex, they were the first souls to be deceived by Yaldabaoth, the demiurge. How did the demiurge deceive these souls, all right, which ended up becoming women? How did Yaldabaoth deceive these souls? You know how? Yaldabaoth created the physical universe and made it absolutely beautiful. Yaldabaoth made the physical universe absolutely beautiful. Ooh, look at the pretty stars. Look at the pretty galaxies. Oh my God. Look at the flashy lights. Oh, look. Oh my God. Yaldabaoth made nature and the universe absolutely stunningly beautiful. All right? All right? All right? And this caused the first souls that incarnated on this earth. This is what caused the souls to be trapped in this fucking third dimensional universe, this third dimensional matrix. All right? Now, I'm going to show you exactly what the fuck nature really is. All right? Let me show you what the fuck nature really is. See, you want to say, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful. The creatures, they're so beautiful. The landscape, nature is so beautiful." Folks, if you are not a plant, you are a fucking you are in the realm of parasites. If you are not a plant, if you're not a plant, you are a fucking parasite. So let me explain. Right here we have the massive food chain cycle on the earth. Which means the grasshopper has to get eaten by bigger insects and frogs and different reptiles, right? Then the frog and the smaller reptiles, they get eaten by the fucking snake, the larger snake. And then the fucking snake gets eaten by the eagle. You see what I'm saying? But it's even deeper. It gets even deeper. You know what I'm saying? The fucking insect gets eaten by the bird. The fucking bird gets eaten by the mongoose. And the bird gets eaten by the fucking the snake. See what I'm saying? A bigger snake. You see, then you have rats and rabbits. What happens to them? They get eaten by larger animals. You see? They get eaten by larger animals, like foxes, like wolves. You see? Coyotes, bears. Right here you have lions and tigers, which are at the top of the food chain. All right. Everywhere you go on this earth, and no matter where you go in this universe, in the physical universe, whatever planet you go to, there's going to be creatures that have to eat other creatures to stay alive. No matter where you go in this universe, no matter what planet and what solar system, there's going to be creatures that have to eat each other, that have to eat other creatures to stay alive. That's very parasitic, don't you think? Don't you think? Oh, our physical bodies always have to remove waste, and we also have to fight off bacteria and different microorganisms invading our body, and then we also have to fight off other creatures for competition. You see what I'm saying? But let me put the official nails in the coffin that prove that this is the goddamn hellish matrix that we are living in right now. All right, God damn it. You were born in the third dimensional, this universe that looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful, and and look at the lights. Look at the pretty lights. Look at the pretty universe. Look at nature. It's so beautiful. Okay, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, which makes up fucking your carbon body, that trapped your goddamn soul. All right, and then, all right, you live under Helios, which is where you get the word hell from. All right, and you have to constantly eat other life forms to stay alive. You have to constantly eat other life forms to stay alive. And guess what? I don't give a damn if you're vegan. I don't give a damn if you're vegan or vegetarian, because the plants are living fucking creatures too. So guess what? Unless you are a plant or a breatharian, you are a parasite. Unless you are a plant or a breatharian, you are under a parasitic vibration. Okay? All right? So, could you imagine being in an animal body and getting eaten by another animal? Could you fucking imagine being an animal and getting eaten by another fucking animal? Come on, people, really stop and think and use critical thinking. Like, certain animals have very high levels of intelligence. So certain animals are sentient beings as well. So the animals are stuck in a goddamn, I think the animals have very bad karma because they're really, at the bottom of the totem pole because they have to deal with the goddamn real realm of the parasites. You know what I'm saying? They could get fucking eaten by another creature. You know what I'm saying? Or, they could end up starving to death because, humans are destroying the planet and, making certain creatures go extinct, which is fucking up the ecosystem. See, so this nature and this third dimensional realm, it isn't really all that beautiful and all that great when you look at it in a nutshell, when you actually look past the surface. See, when you use your third eye and you look past the surface of, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. If you go out outside the Earth's atmosphere, right, you will die of asphyxiation, of lack of oxygen. All right? If you go out in the wilderness and you're not properly prepared, you will be consumed by bacteria, fungus, insects, and other animals, trying to eat you. Folks, humanity has been brainwashed. All right? The third dimension, the fucking third dimension, the universe and nature, it's nothing but a parasitic realm, and it's a holographic illusion. It's a parasitic realm, and it's a holographic illusion. So this is this the cosmic mother that you feminists are talking about? Is this the beauty of the cosmic mother that you feminists were talking about? Six electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. This is your goddamn carbon. This makes up your carbon body, which makes up your physical body, which is trapping your soul in this parasitic fucking realm. You see what I'm saying? So you got to deal with this shit, all right? The realm of the parasites. You got a carbon body trapping your soul. You're under Helios. Oh, you're also under the moon matrix. You're also under the moon matrix, and you're under the fucking illusion of time. You're under the illusion of Gregorian time. All right? You're a slave to the goddamn fictitious monetary system. You see? This is hell, folks. This is hell. All right? I need you to grasp that. I need you feminists out there and all of you goddamn simps talking about, oh, divine mother goddess of the cosmos, and oh my God, the universe is so pretty, and look at the pretty lights. Folks, you got to get past the surface. You got to get past the surface of things. The physical universe is the realm of the parasites. All right? Unless you are a breatharian or a plant. If you're not a breatharian or a plant, then you have to be under the animal parasite frequency. All right? Which means that all, the galaxies, the solar systems, the stars, the entire 3D universe is hell. All right? It is hell, and it is a parasitic realm, and it is also a goddamn holographic simulation. God damn it. All right. All right. So that is your mother matrix. Okay. So let me explain this shit. Yaldabaoth, he had to use magnetic forces. Yaldabaoth, who is the real Satan figure that is worshipped as this is the God of the Bible, who is really Satan, right? This is Satan masquerading as your God of the Bible. This is Yaldabaoth, all right? The so-called God of the Bible who created this fucking prison 3D realm. This deity right here had to use magnetic forces, right? And he created an infinite number of subatomic magnetic fields that trap light and give the light a certain amount of density, which made the light appear to be matter. So once again, Yaldabaoth, he used an infinite number of magnetic fields, and these magnetic fields were subatomic, which means they were smaller than an atom. These magnetic fields were smaller than atoms, and these magnetic fields, they were cube shaped, and they took orbs of light, and it caused the light to spiral in motion, and the magnetic field made the light become denser. The magnetic field made the light become denser. All right. And so when the light became dense and started vibrating at a third dimensional frequency, the light took on the appearance of matter. All right. This right here is called the light photon. This is a light photon. It is the smallest particle in the third dimensional realm. And every single thing you see with your physical eye consists of these light photons. That's why they call photography. You see, that's why they call it photography. Everything you can photograph in the physical universe consists of light photons. That's why it's called photography. Okay? Any form of light that is not trapped in the light photon magnetic fields, you will not be able to see that light with the physical eye. Any light that is not trapped in the subatomic magnetic fields, that light won't be able to be seen with the physical eye. The only light you can see with your physical eye is light that becomes trapped in the magnetic spectrum of the light photons. And Yaldabaoth, all right, which is the fucking demiurge, which this deity is responsible for creating this third dimensional simulation that we think is a physical universe. This deity used the fucking magnetic fields, all right, used the fucking magnetic fields to trap the light and to give the light the illusion of being dense matter. And when millions of light photons came together, it created an atom, all right? And then hundreds of thousands of atoms came together and created a molecule. And then the molecules came together and created your elements. The molecules came together and created your elements, all right? All right, and then your elements gave you your natural structures, right, as well as physical bodies. When you look at the movie The Matrix, when you see these green numbers, you see, they want you to think that in a way, they're right and they're wrong, because the numbers do make up the matrix, but it's really the light photon. All right. So when they show these numbers, these green highlighted numbers, what this is really symbolizing, it's symbolizing the tiny light photons, the tiny light photons that make up this all matter in this fucking universe and gives the light the illusion of being matter. See? So when they show that the physical matter is turning into these numbers in the Matrix. See, in the Matrix, they had scenes where physical matter started to turn to fucking highlighted numbers. The numbers represent the goddamn light photons, man, that Yaldabaoth used to create this physical hologram that we think is really physical, but it's not. We think it's real, but it's not. And that is because we use our two eyes, you see, to see this realm. And when we fell into this human form, all right, we could no longer see fully with our pineal gland, all right, which means the spirit world and the macroverse was shut off from our vision. And these two eyes only allowed us to see the magnetic fields that Yaldabaoth created. You see, to give the light the illusion of being real, of being matter. You see. Now, when you deal with this right here, this is the feminine aspect of Lucifer. Lucifer has two different aspects, a masculine and then a feminine aspect. All right. The feminine aspect of Lucifer is a goddess named Hathor. All right. And also Venus. The feminine aspect of Lucifer is Venus and Hathor. Now, when you look at the planet Venus, what does it represent? The luxuries of this third dimension. That looks nice. The outside of it, the outside looks nice. It looks nice. It feels nice. It sounds nice. It tastes good. See what I'm saying? The mundane aspect of reality in the third dimension, that's ruled by Venus. See? And that deals with the fucking illusion of the Matrix. This is the glyph of the feminine aspect of Lucifer. And this is what the fuck it rules. All right. Our physical senses in the third dimensional paradigm, our eyes that deceive us, you see, by only acknowledging things for what they look like on the outside. You see, that's all tied to feminine. That's all tied to feminine Hathor Luciferian energy. And this right here is the glyph of Lucifer. What people don't understand is this is the feminine Lucifer. The Luciferian energy that actually freed humanity was the masculine aspect of Lucifer. All right, because all Lucifer means is light bearer. So when you deal with the feminine aspect of Lucifer, you're dealing with false light. You're dealing with false light, which is your goddamn light photon that Yaldabaoth created. See, when you deal with the masculine aspect of Lucifer, you're dealing with Kundalini fire. You're dealing with Kundalini fire, and you're dealing with the activation of your pineal gland. That is the masculine aspect of Lucifer. Using your higher self, your higher chakras, your pineal gland, your Kundalini energy. That is the masculine aspect of Luciferian energy. All right. And so basically, there are two deities controlling this physical matrix, this hell. One of them is a female. All right. This goddess is known as Hathor. All right. One of the asexual goddesses that fell to this dimension. All right. Plain and simple. When you look at Yaldabaoth, right here, Yaldabaoth is a hermaphrodite. Yaldabaoth is neither male nor female, because Yaldabaoth came from the macroverse, all right, and didn't fully fall into this third dimension. So Yaldabaoth is a hermaphrodite, and that's why the Baphomet is a hermaphrodite as well. All right, and that's why the government is keep spreading this transgender shit and this, to the other thing. I won't even name it because I don't want to get flagged. The reason they're doing that is because they simply want to get rid of the masculine energy on this earth. All right. Now, I know you guys heard the term Mother Earth. All right. Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Cosmos. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You got the word, the matrix, matter, material. You see what I'm saying? M-A-T, Ma'at, the scales of Ma'at. All of that has to do with the goddamn third dimensional holographic universe, all right, which Yaldabaoth made to look nice and to feel nice and to sound nice, but it's really a parasitic realm, okay? And it's a fucking holographic illusion. You see? See? So, once again, the two deities controlling this hell, all right? One of them is a female deity known as Hathor. The other one is a hermaphrodite, all right, which is Yaldabaoth. Now, I believe that Yaldabaoth is actually also the Kemetic god Set, because there are many different texts that depict Set as a hermaphrodite. Oh, no, that's wrong. It's Ogo. It's the Dogon. The Dogon called the deity Ogo, and Ogo is a hermaphrodite. That's right. So Ogo is fucking Yaldabaoth, the goddamn hermaphrodite type deity that created this physical hologram, you see, that people think is real, but it's not. All right. Now, once again, the females were deceived. The original, let me break this down. The original goddesses that fell in frequency, and fell to this earth, they were heavily melanated goddesses, all right? And some of them, had very, supernatural powers. But there were more powerful beings that were androgynous, known as the Nomos. All right, they were called the Nomos, and they came from the Sirius star. All right, and the Nomos were androgynous as well. All right, and when the Nomos took note of Yaldabaoth deceiving these female goddesses, the Nomos planned to engineer the male sex. All right, because there were so many things taking place on the earth that exuded a low vibration, where the Nomos from Sirius started to take note of it. All right, and the Nomos carried out a plan to suppress these goddesses. All right, so they ended up defeating some of these goddesses in battle, and then they genetically altered these women to be susceptible to being impregnated by another sex. So basically, the Nomos engineered the male sex. All right, they engineered the male sex because these particular goddesses, they broke laws of the macroverse. All right, and these were the first souls that were deceived by Yaldabaoth, all right, to incarnate into this earth. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy, man, but our simple existence in this realm is a sin within itself. Let me repeat that. Our existence in this 3D realm is a sin in itself. Right? So it's a very low frequency. All right? So yeah, you can say Mother Cosmos, Mother Nature, but Mother Cosmos and Mother Nature is simply the realm, a parasitic realm, and a holographic illusion. Okay? Now, when you activate something called moksha, you can escape the third dimensional realm. You can escape and rise above the 3D matrix. All right? It's called moksha. All right? All right, now let's look at this. Right here, you have a Genesis verse from the so-called good book, and it says, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married many of them they chose. Oh, they married any of them that they chose. So the sons of God. So who is God? Who is God in the Bible? The God of the Bible is Yaldabaoth. So that's the demiurge. So the sons of the demiurge would have to be the archons, the fucking archons that took on physical bodies. Right? There had to have been male archon-like deities that took on the bodies of human males. Okay? And these women were already on the earth before the sons of Yaldabaoth got there. Look, the sons of God saw the daughters of humans and that were beautiful, and they married any of them that they chose. So this is referring to the sons of Yaldabaoth traveling to earth. This is talking about the sons of Yaldabaoth traveling to earth, which are the archons with physical bodies. All right? Fucking demons with fucking physical bodies that saw some of these these goddesses, right? That lost their power. See, the nomos caused these goddesses to lose their power, right? And because of this, the females lost their ability to procreate asexually, and they now needed a man's sperm to procreate. All right? They now needed a man's sperm to procreate. All right? They lost the sperm in their bone marrow. They lost the ability to procreate asexually. All right? And this was done after the nomos came to earth, right? Defeated many of these melanated goddesses, and the nomos genetically engineered these women to need men to procreate. All right, they genetically engineered the human male sex into existence. Okay, all right. So let's keep it going. We can talk about Genesis, which is the original chapter in the good book. That's the genes of Isis. That's the genes of Isis. Genesis, the genes of Isis. Okay? That's because the woman, the female goddesses were first. All right? Now, if we go back into the Gnostic text, which is where the Bible texts come from, the Gnostic text, they state that the woman is the original. And you see how the Freemasons, they turned it around. You know, they turned it all around. The Jesuits, the Jesuits turned it all around and stated that the man was the first to enter the third dimension. That's false. That's false. Right? Now, all I'm getting at is that yes, the female sex was first on this earth, but that only means that they were the first to be deceived by Yaldabaoth. When you say that women were the first to incarnate on the earth, and Mother Goddess and Mother Cosmos and Mother Earth and Mother Nature, all right, all you're saying is that you're saying that women were the first sex to be deceived by Yaldabaoth. They were the first beings to be deceived by Yaldabaoth, because incarnating into this earth simply means that you got deceived by the Master Archon. All right? And this is a low vibrational parasitic realm and a holographic illusion. All right? Okay? So is there a, that's why I don't say that there's a divine masculine. I don't say that there's a divine feminine. The real divine realm is the realm of pure dark matter and the realm of pure ether energy. And that realm is gender neutral. That realm is androgynous, right? That's an androgynous realm. Okay? Right? This whole divine masculine, divine feminine, I think it's all BS. It's all BS. Because anytime you deal with this third dimensional realm, you're dealing with something that's not divine at all. All right? This is the real hell. Plain and simple. And I believe the male sex was created on Mars. The nomos genetically engineered the male sex into existence on Mars. And this is going to shock and amaze you as well. Adam and Eve were the first Caucasians spliced into existence on Mars. I'm going to repeat that. In your so-called good book, Adam and Eve were two Caucasians. They were the first Caucasians ever spliced together. So basically the Nordics, the Nordics were on Earth and Mars before the average Caucasian. The Nordic is different. The Nordic comes from a parallel universe, a planet called Nern. That's where the Nordics came from. But see, on Mars, they mixed Nordic DNA with Neanderthal DNA, all right, and created the first Caucasian. And Adam and Eve were the original Caucasians ever spliced into existence, and it happened on Mars, goddammit. So not only were the first male humans engineered on Mars, the first Caucasians were also engineered on Mars, goddammit. And these led to wars. The gods, folks, the gods went to war over this. The gods and the goddesses. The gods and these Amazonian asexual goddesses, all right? They went to war with the nomos on the surface of Mars. All right? All right? Over the creation of the male sex. And also Yaldabaoth was using his archons to engineer the creation of the Caucasian race. All right? All right? So, when you look at some of these original male gods, right? One to take note of is Asar, aka Osiris, right? I believe this deity was born on Mars, right? This is the perfected man, the real Christ. I believe this real Christ-like figure was born on Mars. All right. All right. And Osiris was defeated and died. All right. Because Yaldabaoth and Set, they caused his death, and his wife Isis had to resurrect him from the dead. Okay. All right. Now, a lot of interesting things are going on in society right now regarding feminism. See, because you guys have to understand, like I said, the deities running our society right now, this is not a patriarchy. This has never been a patriarchy. This world has never been a fucking patriarchy. It's never been a patriarchy, folks. This is why every goddamn country in every continent that ends with the letter A, every continent and country that ends with the letter A is a feminine, it was named after a woman. Any continent or country that ends in the letter A is named after a woman, which means the women have always been running things behind the scenes. All right. Now, when I say the women, I'm talking about these original asexual Amazon Amazon women, and then you have certain demonic entities like Hathor, all right, and certain draconian deities. The ones that are really in control, I believe they're female. They are female, all right, or hermaphrodite. And even the Dogon tribe, say that Ogo, who is the demon over this world, Ogo is a hermaphrodite. See? So we have Ogo, we have Hathor, we have the hermaphrodite and the woman. And who is controlling things in society today? Women and the LGBTQ community. That's who's, running the show now. And as above, so below. Like I said, they've always had control, man. They've always had control behind the scenes. You only thought that this was a fucking patriarchy. The only section of society that was really a patriarchy are so-called organized religions. When you jump out of the religious branch of the government, it's all matriarchy. That's why all of the goddamn laws in child custody and marriage and divorce, it's all set up to favor the woman. That's why all of the government aid and the government assistance, who does it go to? It goes to the women and it goes to the LGBTQ. It doesn't go to the man. When you look at the media, when you look at the big, wicked media, they promote feminism, right? Empowerment of the female and the LGBTQ agenda. So once again, we see the hermaphrodite and the feminine energy working together. We see the hermaphrodite and the feminine energy working together on a global scale. And the demonic entities that are controlling things, they are carrying a feminine energy and the energy of a hermaphrodite. All right. And this is why, all right, there is a global attack on masculinity, on powerful masculinity, on powerful, intelligent masculine forces. There is a global attack on dominant, intelligent, masculine forces on this planet. Plain and simple. All right? All right? You guys better wake the fuck up. This was never a fucking patriarchy. This was never, and see, women have to understand this too, because they've been duped. They've been duped. They thought it was, they think it's a patriarchy. But, according to the Constitution of 1871 states that the U.S. corporation is just a colony of Britain. So the United States went back under British rule in 1871. So who rules Britain? Britain is ruled by a queen, Queen Elizabeth. So this is why the feminist movement, the fucking feminist movement started in less than 5 years after Queen Elizabeth rose to power in the late 1950s. Queen Elizabeth rose to power in the late 1950s. Less than 6 years after that, the fucking feminist movement started. That's not a coincidence. All right? All right? Because that proves in a nutshell that this place, there were points where there were patriarchies, but I will be the first to say that over 85%, like over in between 80 and 85% of this Earth's history, right? Most of these societies were actually matriarchal, all right? And we are currently under matriarchal rule, and global society has been under mostly matriarchal rule since the late 1950s, all right? This is why if you live in a country that is ran by the Queen of England, which is the United States, Canada, most of the countries in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, when you deal with those nations, you see, the women have all of the leeway in the courts, in the court of law, and the media. You see? See, because the Western world is mostly under a matriarchal rule, not a patriarchal rule. All right? All right? So I just need to get that across to the subscribers out there. And I had a picture of this because, they decided to name this a Venus flytrap. A Venus flytrap. The only plant that is parasitic, or one of the only plants that is parasitic, that actually eats other sentient life forms, is the Venus flytrap. That's interesting. So this is a low vibrational plant because it has to consume other sentient life forms, see? And they decided to name it the Venus flytrap. And our souls got trapped in this goddamn physical matrix, right? Because we thought that this shit was real. Because we said, oh my God, look how beautiful, and look how pretty it is. Oh my God. And we ended up getting fucking trapped in the goddamn hellish realm of 3D. You see, the same way this insect, okay, got trapped in that Venus flytrap. Same way, man. See. Now, when you look at what's going on right now, there's a fight. There's a massive fight. There's a massive group of men that are rising up and going against feminism. They're actively trying to pass laws to ban abortion. All right? And they're actively trying to pass laws to give women less leeway when it comes to marriage and divorce laws and child custody laws. All right? So we could be possibly looking at the end of a matriarchy that's been active since what, the mid 60s, since the feminism movement kicked off. So set mid 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, shit, 60 years. We could be looking at the end of a 60-year matriarchy. See, there is a war going on right now, and it is a spiritual, metaphysical warfare. It's mental, spiritual, and metaphysical. Okay? All right? So I'm going to end this video here. The next video, I'm going to be breaking down and comparing and contrasting the difference between a promiscuous man and a promiscuous woman. I'm going to be breaking down the difference between promiscuous men and promiscuous women. There is a big difference, right? So I'm going to be breaking that down. Stay tuned. Be on the lookout for that, all right? So I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement, all right? Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of the YouTube supporters, the subscribers out there. I wouldn't be able to do what I do on a consistent basis if it wasn't for all of you. All right, please stay safe out there. Peace and love is the chosen one. I'm out.